As of right now, I'll say that hypothetically, Turbo isn't necessarily doing the best, along with a bunch of other altcoins out there. However, why am I still excited? Some people may be wondering this. However, my response is this: even though nothing I say is financial advice, I still like the fundamentals of Turbo, and I feel like, in kind of the short term, things are going to go up and down. And again, those things are beyond my control. I've been through the moments when Turbo wasn't really doing anything, then it did pretty amazing, and then there was a pullback, and then it went up again, then went down again. So I've kind of been through that kind of roller coaster, right? But then I don't mind because I knew going into this that I wasn't just here for a week or 2 weeks or something like that. I had more so of a longer term mindset, which is why I actually don't mind what I'm seeing as of right now. I still like the fundamentals, and I'm still dollar cost averaging, holding, and just waiting because maybe the idea of hypothetically 10 cents, it still hasn't left my mind. No, I'm not telling anyone to do anything when it comes to Turbo, by the way. But the way to take a look at it is that sometimes, even though people like to say, okay, what do you mean by fundamentals? Like, this is a meme coin. I'm totally aware of that. But for what it is, I don't think it's that bad because I think for the category of a project like this, again, a meme coin, I think it has to be unique. I think it has to be interesting. It's not necessarily, tied to the use case, whereas we see with other utility-driven projects out there, like for instance, Internet Computer or like Quant or Hedera, which is more so tied towards the fundamentals, right? But then again, for what it is, it has to be, I think, pretty interesting, pretty cool. And I think for that criteria, it does fit what I'm looking for. And I think it is pretty cool because Turbo is a meme coin created by AI. So I think, again, even though some people may be thinking, okay, like who cares about that? But it's pretty impressive because when I think about that, again, a meme coin that's created by AI, I usually automatically think about Turbo because it's just kind of already synonymous with that sort of niche, or should I say market sector. However, 10 cents, it's around a 28x from here, and market cap at that point, considering current circulating supply, would be around 7 billion. I mean, if I saw Shiba Inu reach around 40 billion in terms of market cap, like, back in 2021, and I've seen Dogecoin that year as well reach over $80 billion in market cap, this maybe doesn't seem hypothetically that ridiculous to me. However, also on top of that, 10 cents is around a 28x from here. I don't know if Dogecoin could do that from here on out, let's say arguably in the next 6 months. This is the way to take a look at it. I mean, the market cap's already pretty massive. However, only time will tell. But to me, I feel like the reason why, again, ultimately I'm still excited is because I've seen what Turbo did. And I feel like, hypothetically, there isn't even maybe a fully fledged type of hypothetical altcoin season yet during this cycle, and Turbo already kind of did that. Whether or not the altcoin season, if it ever even wants to start, if it, let's say, happens hypothetically next month, or even it waits until March of next year, whenever that timeline is, it's beyond my control. But there's one thing that I can control, and that's myself. I'm dollar cost averaging, holding, and just waiting, and I'm not giving up. I made it for quite a while already when it comes to Turbo. I've already been through many ups and downs when it comes to Turbo, and I just don't want to give up like that. This is the way to take a look at it. However, again, I'm not telling you to do anything, but I'm staying patient because that's about it. I knew that I was going to have to stay patient. I knew that I was going to have to wait for quite a while and just maybe wait for an event where hypothetically there is a fully fledged type of altcoin season. I knew that. But this is why, again, I'm still excited. And if let's say something is low, right? And I'm dollar cost averaging anyways, I don't know why I would complain about that. This is just my perspective. But again, I'm just waiting and just staying patient, and that's about it. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's been Lee the Captain. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.